Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius January 3, 2023. People seek your guidance, advice, or support, and you're happy to share your ideas and generous with your time. There can be inspiration to find through friends or networks right now, and a conversation or bit of news can inspire you to reinvigorate a special interest or project that has strong potential. Pay special attention to information coming in and to your instincts today. These things can seem to magically guide you in the direction of positive growth and change related to transportation, learning, and studies. Items that keep you connected, such as phones, computers, or even bicycles and cars, can also figure strongly or enjoy improvements now. The third day of 2023 is bringing a whirlwind of cosmic intensity to your personal life. This is because sweet Venus, our goddess planet of romance and beauty, will unite in an exact conjunction with powerhouse Pluto in your solar 11th house. You may have a sudden magnetic attraction with a friend or someone you meet through your network. It may feel like you have had a sudden chemistry that you cannot fight or escape. If committed, don't dance into the arms of someone else. This affair could ruin you if you do. 2023 will be your year to rise above the mundane, especially since today can be the perfect day to commit to this as your resolution while Venus in Capricorn conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn. Your aspirations, hopes, and networking goals are meant to come to fruition. However, you will have to use this conjunction to find your inner authority to take on these challenges as a responsibility to yourself and your career path. It might even be helpful to radically change some of your relationships with work friends to have the support you will need this year. Thanks to the moon's departure from your income sector yesterday, you have been able to move into 2023 with a sharp nose for money and a lucrative sense of direction from the start. In any year that would be an advantage, but even more so this time, with Jupiter just 12 days into a mission to bring income growth and expansion. On the one hand, you see many of your strengths and feel pretty good about yourself. On the other hand, you feel the one nagging thing you haven't been able to quite work out dragging you down. If you continue to compare yourself to others, you will create a real problem for yourself. If you use the positive to confront the negative within yourself, you stand a chance of a real breakthrough. Try to keep yourself centered through some aerobic exercise to keep the fresh blood flowing. This time of year often revolves around families and traditions, so enjoy. On a day like today, you may want to start a new family tradition or revive an old, almost forgotten one from your childhood. It is the type of day where you can easily gain a sense of rejuvenation by being around family and friends. Do not be afraid to put other things aside in order to spend more time with those you love and care about. That is what this day is all about. The moon's first visit to your communication sector for the year comes just days after Mercury, the planet's retrograde turn, and just as Venus is spending her last full day in your friendship sector. This is a day for connecting, communication and friendship, and with planets in both your communication and friendship sectors in retrograde motion, this includes a chance to catch up with old friends. This might be the start of a brand new year, but a lot of old doors are still open. Just as the moon is making its first visit to your communication sector for the year, Venus, the planet of love, is spending her last full day in a social and serendipitous part of your chart. At the same time that Venus is working with the laws of attraction and synchronicity to put you in the right place at the right time, the moon is making it easier to make the most of any serendipitous moments or encounters. Our eyes in the sky. Venus and Pluto connect in Capricorn early this morning. While we all feel motivated to couple up, it's important to not press the matter. Even if you're feeling lonely, avoid the temptation to return to a toxic ex, engage in power struggles with friends and lovers, or get involved in love triangles. The comfort you feel will be fleeting and could ultimately get in the way of your next great love. Venus enters Aquarius in the evening, allowing us to understand what we desire from a cerebral point of view when it comes to relationships. This transit enables us to take baby steps toward finding what our heart wants as we proceed with caution in romantic matters. The Sun shares a connection with the nodes of destiny, urging us to embrace our confidence, power, passion, and self-esteem as we move through the day. However, we do start the week on a loving note when Venus in Capricorn forms a sextile with Neptune in Pisces on Wednesday. This aspect allows us to recommit ourselves to our most important relationships. The facts you collect today will be very important to you later on. Make sure the information you receive is well organized so that you can easily understand it down the road. There is no need to draw any conclusions today. Simply collate the data. On the one hand, you see many of your strengths and feel pretty good about yourself. On the other hand, you feel the one nagging thing you haven't been able to quite work out dragging you down. If you continue to compare yourself to others, you will create a real problem for yourself. If you use the positive to confront the negative within yourself, you stand a chance of a real breakthrough. Try to keep yourself centered through some aerobic exercise to keep the fresh blood flowing. However, Thursday doesn't bring the same loving vibes as Mercury goes into retrograde in Capricorn that day. In the fourth and final retrograde of 2022, Mercury is turning retrograde in the sign of the Sea Goat for the second time this year. Use this as an opportunity to look back at our collective past. With life feeling a little shaky, end the year surrounded by your loved ones when Venus forms a conjunction with Pluto in Capricorn on Saturday. This isn't a great day to go out, but it is a good day to be with the people who love you. In the morning, the Taurus moon trines the Capricorn sun, a harmonious aspect to kick off the new year. This is an excellent occasion to relax with loved ones, spec out goals for the months ahead, or immerse yourself in a personal project. However, don't rush the process, and take time to smell the roses. Presence is your passage to accomplishment. Today, our emotional and egoic needs complement each other. Commitment and hard work will help us lay a foundation for our future. But unless we take a moment to pause, drink in our surroundings, and appreciate what we have, we won't be able to determine where we are headed. This is a good day for you to prepare for future career moves. Take important steps that will help you lay a solid foundation. Create a stable base from what you have available, to be used as a jumping-off point later on down the road. In the afternoon, the moon aligns with Uranus, prompting us to make impulsive decisions. We act on our instincts and go with our gut feelings. Or, we may have to think on our feet to respond to the actions or initiatives of someone else. Spontaneity will help us make optimal elections. Without the time at our disposal to ruminate or overthink, we will be less able to scare ourselves out of taking action.